So tonight we're really pleased to bring you our 2024 Legacy Farm family. And today we're going to go clear to northern Idaho, where we're going to be visiting the Kaufman family. Not only are they our first family out of North Idaho, but it is three brothers. Steve, who was the first participant in class 34, then Phil in 36, and then Jeff came along in 42. Outstanding individuals, graduates of the University of Idaho. They all returned to the family farm, perhaps after exploring some other careers in agribusiness. What a privilege, though, to honor tonight and to bring to you the Kaufman family as we're going to celebrate them as our 2024 Legacy Farm family.
We farm about 14,000 acres here around Lewiston. We are a dryland farm, so all non-irrigated.
Raising mainly wheat, fall and spring varieties, plus canola and some legumes like garbs, lentils, and peas.
The first generation that came out was our great-great-grandparents, and they moved to the Camas Prairie of Idaho in the Green Creek Cottonwood area. They actually moved out from the Green Creek, Illinois area with a lot of other families from that area. He and his family farmed up on the Camas Prairie till the 1920s when they moved down to Lewiston. Since that time, our great-grandfather, our grandpa, our dads, and our uncles, and many other family members have farmed over the years.
So my oldest brother, he has 5 children, and they most recently moved back to the farm and are living on the farm now. And then I've got 4 boys of my own, and my brother Steve's got 3 boys, and youngest brother Jeff has just had a little girl, so lots of little ones we get to share the farming experience with.
Growing up on the farm, we lived right in the middle of what was going on the farm, so we got to be immersed in it day in and day out. But we learned how to work hard and work together as a family, and I think it kind of instilled a love for that way of life in us all, and that's why the 3 of us have looked for those opportunities to come back and work together and hopefully provide that opportunity for our kids and our families going forward.
The opportunity came up for Steve and Phil and I to merge all of our operations together, which has worked wonderfully. We bordered each other a lot, and putting it all together it's been everything that I had always hoped it would be.
So I was in class 36, the LIA, and of the biggest things that I really appreciated about the class was just the relationships that developed with just some of the greatest professional people that I know in agriculture.
My first experience with LIA was my brother Phil's graduation down in Boise, and I was very struck by the professional manner of the whole event and the camaraderie built between classmates. I'd never been in a classroom where I felt that kind of bond. In agriculture, it's easy to feel like you're alone with the hours you spend out in the field, and so coming to a classroom with 30 other individuals that are in agriculture or natural resources, you realize that you are not alone in this industry.
I know my aunts, uncles, and parents stuck with it in agriculture through a lot of hard times, through the ups and downs. Just seeing that growing up, I saw that it was important to give back to your community, spend some time trying to be a leader and serve those around you. We need to prepare people for that. And I think LIA does a really good job of helping those of us that are involved in agriculture to learn how to participate and lead effectively.
I think it's really important to invest in LIA because the fewer people that we actually have growing up on farms, getting more people to interact and understand the importance of agriculture still, and especially those that we're working with in industry so they can have those connections. I think it gives them a lot better drive and to understand their part in keeping agriculture great in our state.
My wife and I just had our first little daughter, so she's the newest Kaufman in the family. And that certainly changes your perspective on what's important when you go to work every day. It's always been important to our family to make sure that you are trustworthy to everyone that you work with and you treat them right. And that doesn't maybe pay off in one lifetime, but it can pay off in 3 for sure. And so seeing the previous generation work so hard to maintain that legacy, knowing that there's another generation to pass that on to, you cherish that every day.